Hello, this is my stock PS4. I'm going to play Gran Turismo 7. A new update just came out today, the 1.09 update that I think just fixed some bugs, but also released was a sort of lengthy announcement on the PlayStation blog, I think signed as being from Kazunori Yamauchi, the head honcho at Polyphony Digital, the makers of this game, basically admitting that they screwed up with the 1.07 update and they didn't manage that well. They tried to explain again why they did it, and this time, though, they actually made some reparations. That was weird. I was like not getting volume there for a sec. So that I think is that. Let's see the update here. So fixed an issue on Daytona where you could swerving on entry to the pit road would cause the pit stop sequence to be skipped and the car to move straight to the exit. Well, that's kind of cool. I wonder if that was kind of an exploit. Sport and lobby, so that's online. Rare issue where you could application error. I guess that's a crash. My page fixed an issue where the values for clean races, fastest laps, pole positions, and victory statistics shown under sport category would not display correctly. Fixed an issue wherein the value for the races statistic under I don't play sports, I don't care, but anyway, good for fixing bugs. Others fixed a rare issue wherein the game progression would reset if the game was started with an unstable network connection. So it would just reset your progress completely. That would blow. Well, let's hope they fix that. Okay, so here's the announcement. It is signed as being by Kazunori. He would like to apologize for the frustration and confusion caused last week with our patch updates, which resulted in not only a server outage, but also adjustments to the in-game economy, which were made without a clear explanation to our community. Well, that's true. We know that this is not the Gran Turismo experience you expect, and we will be making a goodwill gesture in the form of a non-paid credit pack. See, they have to specify now. A non-paid, there's two types of credits you can have, I guess, in the game. There's non-paid, which is like money you win in the game, just playing the game. Then there's paid credits, which is credits you bought with money via DLC through the PlayStation Store. I'm not sure why they feel they have to distinguish between these sort of, they almost treat them like two different currencies in a way, just by calling them that. I think they function the same. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so he's pointing out that these are not DLC credits. These are maybe he wanted to be clear you can't like refund them and get money from it, like real world money. Anyway, non-paid credit pack of 1 million credits available to those players who may have been affected. And that asterisk goes to a notice which says limit one per person must own a digital or physical copy of GT7 for PS4 or PS5 prior to the publication of this post, Friday, 25th March at 1 a.m. PST. So as long as you owned the game before this post came out, you can't go after reading this and say, I'm going to get free, 1 million. I mean, that would be silly anyway. Come on. Anyway, 1 million credits that's cool. It's not, it's not a ton of money in game. There's cars that cost, I think, like 18 million, the top crazy pricey cars. But regular cars cost more like, 100,000 or whatever. You will see that, those are not super good cars. You will see that hit your account shortly, blah, blah. Log in to the game before April 25th, so you have like a month. The patch update previously deployed was intended to rectify. So they tried to correct the balance as they saw it of some of the World Circuit events, but that meant nerfing a bunch of them, and that's basically all that they did at that point. And people saw that and flipped out because people were using those events to grind for money, and all of a sudden it was going to take like twice as long to grind to get cars and stuff. It says that to improve the player experience, we will be rolling out a considerable patch in the beginning of April. A considerable, I can't even pronounce it, is an interesting way of referring to a patch. The number of events will be increased, and we will reestablish the reward system with greater balance throughout the game to benefit all players. Updates which will come into effect beginning of April. That's not a complete sentence. Increase rewards in the events in the latter half of the world circuits by approximately 100% on average. So I think I'm about halfway-ish through the career junk you have to do to unlock stuff and get everything available in the game. So maybe that means I'm coming up on this stuff. But wait, this isn't going to start till April. It's almost the beginning of April. So they're going to double the XP or the money, the rewards anyway, you get for those. Addition of high rewards for clearing the circuit experience in all gold / capital all bronze results. This, I don't understand this. People online didn't seem to think this was a weird thing to say on GT Planet, comments. So I don't know. I don't understand. Why is it all gold / capital all bronze? What about silver? I mean, I don't know. Is there no silver in circuit experience? I've only had to do one circuit experience thing, so I don't know. Increase of rewards in the online races, but I thought there were silvers in. Oh, but maybe that's right. There were only 2 categories of rewards. I don't remember. Increase of rewards in online races. I guess people who race online will appreciate that, depending on how much of an increase. Include the total of 8 new 1-hour endurance race events to missions. They will also have higher reward settings. Well, I don't really like the missions so far, so I don't care. Increase the upper limit of non-paid credits in player wallets from 20 million credits to 100 million credits. I mean, I guess that's cool. Again, these are the credits you get with winnings. Increase the quantity of used and legend cars on offer at any given time. I mean, that sounds cool. Beyond this, there will be a few additional patches deployed between now and the end of April, so that's in the next month, which will add new cars and course layouts and make some other fixes. Finally, we want to lay out some of the near-term updates we are working on. We can't confirm it, blah, blah. We'll give advance notice via the website. Increase the payout value of limited time rewards. So the GT Planet article on this pointed out that this is interesting because there are no limited time rewards yet as we develop as a live service. So apparently limited time rewards are something they're going to be adding. They were thinking maybe they're like seasonal events or something. Further World Circuit event additions, so more World Circuit events. Addition of endurance races to missions, including 24-hour races. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but whatever. Addition of online time trials. Now, this actually kind of interested me. And awarding of rewards according to the player's difference with the top-ranked tank. Well, I kind of thought that's how time trials... I thought time trials did track to... but I haven't actually started doing time trials yet, so I guess the regular time trial just maybe compares your time with your friends or something, and it doesn't show an overall leaderboard for the time trial. So this sounds like they're at least going to have leaderboards in maybe a separate online time trial mode. As long as it's still just, racing your own time, I'm down. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. Just let me get through all this career junk, Kazunori. I just want to do time trials. If it's some kind of weird thing where you have to be like there with other players while you're all doing the time trial, I don't want that. But I wouldn't think that's what that would be. It's just why? But they don't just say like, you would think it would just be adding leaderboards to time trials or something. But so I don't know. I don't know what this is. Who knows? Could be cool for me. Make it so cars can be sold. That's pretty cool. I was trying to remember if you can do that in sport. I don't remember. Because you could easily get duplicate cars in sport because you got like a free car every day and they were just random. I don't remember though. I think you could eventually. We want to thank you for your continued patience and valuable feedback as we grow and evolve GT7 to make it as enjoyable and rewarding for as many players as possible. We always want to keep communication lines open with our community so we can work together to build the best racing experience possible. Basically, they're saying, please don't get mad at us and tell the internet that our game sucks like you did when we didn't communicate about 107 very well. Well, this is basically what I said back when 107, 108 came out, was that what they should have done is A, apologize, B, give everybody 2 million credits, which is what I called for, 2 million. They gave 1 million, and reset the rewards to what they were in Gran Turismo Sport, which was a little better than they were before they were nerfed in Gran Turismo Update 107. So they haven't done that. They did give 1 million credits, and they say they're going to, I think someone on the GT Planet forum said that, basically they're going to be getting rewards back to what they were for hardcore grinding purposes, back to what they were before the 1.07 nerf. Or was it 1.06? Whatever the heck it was. So that's something anyway. So it's about half of what I said they should do, but they did apologize, so that's good. They fessed up. Okay, I want to get a little playing in. What the heck was I? Oh, I have to race a truck. Did I tune my truck? I think I did. I was looking at a truck that I walked past today. It looked kind of like this truck, in real life, I mean. I'm talking about real life. That's weird. Yeah, I got the brakes and I got the tires. Should be able to make do with that. But it wasn't a Ford. It was a Dodge. But what was the actual brand? The Ram. Yeah, it didn't say Dodge on it. It just said Ram. It's got the big 3D relief Ram head logo on it, and it was trying to look tough. I don't know if they have Dodge Ram trucks in this, do they? I mean, not that I want one. Going to Daytona, pickup truck race. Boy, oh boy. But you win a car. You win a pretty sporty looking car. Is it going to tell me again what it is? Look at that logo, man. Ford GT06. Dang, man. That's going to be by far the butchest car I've won, I think, if I get it. I think I raced something like that in sport. In general, the Ford supercars were just a little, well, maybe more than a little, hard to control. But they definitely had the horsepower. Okay, so we got Tundras. Are Tundras Fords? Hey, I was looking at the trucks. Dang it. I know what the price is. Give me the truck list. Gosh, I want to see the opponents. Can I? Oh. Okay, I can use the R1L1. Show me the names of the trucks. Tundra, they're all... What's a Tundra? I don't know what brands these are. Anyway, who cares? Oh, well, my overall mission is about Ford specifically. Maybe these are all Fords. Oh, man, oh, no, what am I hitting? I'm still hitting the R1 button. I have to hit the 2s, the lower shoulders, to shift. Okay, so it's Daytona. We got these bank curves. I shouldn't need to brake a whole lot, right? I'm not catching up to anybody, so maybe I do need to get some more horsepower in this thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess... brakes and tires. Who needs that stuff in Daytona? Oh, he's braking. Watch it, buddy. Oh, I should shift, huh? That might help. Dang it, I thought so. I don't like the RPM meter here where you've got no indicator where your RPMs are, but if you shift down, all of a sudden you're maxing them out. It's kind of frustrating. I'm gradually gaining. Oh, it's 5 laps. I guess I got plenty of time. at these big old things. This is a sucky race. Hey. How fast are we going? 135? I mean, I would freak out in real life if I was going that fast, but maybe not. Maybe not on a track like this. It's so boring. Maybe when they get that advanced AI they claim they're working on. Oh, there's an airplane with, what are they calling that thing? Oh man, the airplane just died. Very, very slowly catching up to the pack. Well, I guess I should draft off people. That might help a little even in trucks. I mean, actually a truck. So you hear the wind here. Trucks create... Oh, come on. Oh, you punks. You just aced my paint job. Oh, I just took somebody out. Sorry. Uh-oh, now I'm getting sandwiched. Well, that sucked. I just got squeezed out completely. Look at this. What am I supposed to do about this roadblock? Alright, I'm going right down the middle. No, guess not. I swung way up. Way too far out. We're doing it, though. We're doing it. We're getting there. Yeah, you got passed. You got... Oh, that's a Toyota. Toyotas. Oh, thanks for catching me. That sucked. God. Oh no. Son of a gun. Why am I locked onto his bumper? Stop it. Stop it. You're not pushing me into the wall. Oh, you punk. Yeah, go freak out. Oh, they caught... Oh. So he is faster than me. Wait a second. I have a friend online who has a name like that. Who am I racing? I'm confused. This just got too real. But he plays like Fortnite now. We used to play. The reason why we know each other is because we both used to play this old LucasArts first-person shooter with kind of cartoony 2D sprite graphics for the characters and stuff. Western theme. Oh man, they're catching right back up. Drafting off me. Called Outlaws on PC. That was an old game, but pretty fun. Pretty cool Western style. I even ran a fan site for it. Called by a rather un-PC name these days. It's called paleface.net. Which is still up, if you want to go check that out. My old Outlaws website. Still download all the Outlaws maps that players made back in the day. And I think there's still some people making maps. I'm not updating my site anymore, but there are still a few Outlaw sites, last I checked, that are putting up these new maps for download. Dang it, these guys keep catching up to me. This kind of blows. Final lap. Okay, if I can get far enough ahead that they can't draft off me. See, they're dropping back now. Maybe just because it's a straightaway. So yeah, this is just hold the gas. 5th gear, hold the gas. Maybe RPMs just never show up on this in 5th gear? That's weird. If that's the case. I mean, I certainly am not getting any. And they're just all drafting off each other. Maybe, I guess that's the thing with these. They're so drafty. Drafting is just huge. God, what a lame race. I guess I got a chance to just babble. Is that me flashing my lights because I won? It's another Raptor in second. Yeah, I'm the bit. Look at this huge thing blocking out most of the screen. Only 30,000 for that nonsense? Where's our increased rewards, Kazunori? There you go. There's a reward. I'll take that. I don't think I get to race it now. I think I have to race more trucks. Which seems dumb. Got a Puma suit? Is that like an official? I guess it must be an official Puma brand. Wait. Okay. What a lame race that was. Let me race the 06. That's it? Oh, good. I thought I had to do some other, like, dirt track truck race. Wow. Well, that's awesome. I mean, I had to buy that truck. This was the first time in doing the career stuff where I actually had to go buy the vehicle. They hadn't pre-gifted me. Oh, I have to get my 1,000,000 credits. They said it would be in the gift exchange thing or whatever it's called, the gifty thing. Gifts. 1,000,000 credits, compensation for extended server maintenance. I think GT Planet said it lasted 34 hours, the downtime. Because they put up the update, was it 106 or 107? And then, no, this was 109, and there was one between then. So I think it was 106, 107. Anyway, whatever it was, they put up an update, and then, and they took the servers down for that, but then the servers stayed down, and they announced extended maintenance, and they said, we're working on a problem that came up. And then that lasted for a long, long time. And then then they came out with another patch because it turned out they had made an emergency patch to fix this problem where some people found they just couldn't even get to the main menu, and so they had to run this emergency patch procedure, and that probably took them like a day basically to get that done and uploaded and updated and everything. So it was like 34 hours total according to GT Planet, which I think is probably about right. Okay, I got 1,000,000. Yay. Wow. Rich. I mean, if you guys want to keep taking the server down for a day, I mean, I don't play mostly during the week, so if you want to just crash the server during the week and stuff and give me 1,000,000 for it, that's cool. I mean, it's not really cool. I shouldn't be careful what you wish for, you know. All right, let's get out of here. Are they going to give me a race for the GT06 thing? That would be better than a truck race, but I'll take just no more truck race. I'm still amazed I didn't have to do a dirt track race with a darn truck. That's amazing. Yeah, tell me a story I don't care about, Luca. Tell me about old Henry Ford. Henry Ford was a grand old man. Took 4 wheels and an old tin can. Put them together and the darn thing ran. Henry Ford was a grand old man. There, I just told you a story, Luca. I think mine was a little more interesting and to the point. And it didn't use stupid words like hot hatches. Alright, yeah, I said all this. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, tin can. Yeah. Model T. Yeah. Oh, Chevy. Now, does Chevy include Dodge? I don't know. Don't know anything. No trucks. That's good. Oh, those are prize cars, I guess. Okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't really know, but maybe I knew. I don't know. Well, yeah, Chevy Camaro. I knew that. I knew that. I'm American. So what car do I have to use here? Do I have to go buy a car because I didn't win a Chevy? Son of a bun. Racing in America, baby. What do we need? Just a U.S. road car, eh? Well, I could use my Ford. They want 700 pp's. Oh, my. this is the stage I just unlocked. Look at that thing. Okay, so any road car, US road car, 700 pp's again. Same deal. Alright, well, I guess that's what I'm supposed to use my GT06 for. 700 pp's. That's a lot of pp's, man. Legend cars. What am I doing? I could get put on my Puma suit. Or do you say Puma? Or Puma? Puma suit number 1. I have this other thing. Oh, I have Puma suit number 2 in black. Look at how... Oh, my whole outfit's back, and I got that armored... metallic armored. How do I rotate my guy? I did this before. Is it shoulders? Come on, I could swear I rotated him once. What? There he goes. I guess he just does that. Well, look at me. I'm a tough guy. I don't really want a dark suit because then it's harder to... Oh, maybe I do want that. Harder to see my driver. Okay, good. Oh yeah, better process that profile picture. And he takes his helmet off and it's Master Chef. Not Master Chief, that would be a copyright violation. I suppose there's probably some cooking show with a Master Chef. This is where I kind of meant to go. I didn't get my car. Friggin' heck. I hope that's the last I have to race a truck. I mean, it handled fine on Daytona. I can't complain about that, but talk about a boring race. Okay. And it always resets the sorting, which is stupid. Okay, so it's got almost 600 pp's now. So this would, if I wanted 700 pp's, I would have to put more into it than just the brakes and the tires, I am guessing. Well, I could still see how we do with the brakes and tires. Aren't these getting more expensive? I guess some more expensive cars just have more expensive parts. I guess that's how it goes, huh? Kazunori's always talking about how they want prices to reflect real world stuff. 38,000 for racing softs. So that, oh wow, that almost got me to 700, just tires and brakes. Okay, well, that's, that's pretty good. I feel tougher if I beat it when I'm not quite at the recommended setting anyway, so let's see how we do. Not that I'll get first place, I suppose. But you never know. Oh, it's on that huge, long, oval thing. Well, we'll see how this handles. It's probably going to be a little rugged. That Corvette looks sort of cute. 14. That probably handles a little better than this. What, 06? Oh, 1 lap. Gee. How long is this track? I like that big shipping container ship. Ship. I like the seagulls, I guess, even though that's a totally stereotypical thing to put in. Listen to this cougar purr. I guess cougar is a loaded term. Oh man, look at me catching up to this guy. You guys really have 700 pp's? I'm not seeing your pp's here. Look how low seated I am. Am I still at the highest camera setting? got some short drivers. Or maybe it's just a low cockpit. And you gotta fit your massive helmet inside. Oh, I should shift. This is a long track. 200 miles per hour. Well, I mean, this is going okay. Oh, I'm losing miles per hour. Let's get over this hump. Right in the middle. The straightaway. Now what kind of speed am I going to get? Downhill. Look at this brown countryside. Ah, American tracks. Really kind of boring. 7,000 meters, okay. 219, uh-oh. 8,000 meters. Oh, that's not meters until the turn, that's meters from the turn? From the start? I don't know. That's weird. Oh, there's a Dodge. So I wonder if they do have those Dodge trucks. Alright, turn's coming up. What am I going to do? I don't know. Is it banked? Looks maybe banked. This guy isn't braking a whole lot. Yeah, it's banked. Yeah, American races, we don't make you use brakes. Brakes are for foreigners. We're American. Just hold the gas pedal down. Yeah, water. Not the best looking water. Maybe it looks better on PS5. Oh shoot, pay attention to the track, dummy. Yeah, the water looks kind of bad. Oh man, the glare. Put your... Is there a button to put down the shade flap? Whatchamacallit? That was bright. Well, now it's another 10,000 meters. This. Oh man, these American tracks. Hey, there's airplanes now. Oh, eyes on the road. Oh man, these are boring races. Again, oh wait, I can see a couple pips of RPM. That's exciting. It's picking up. I'm at 221. What is some kind of special gravitational pull? Uh-oh. I thought that guy was catching up to me. Look at this tiny rear view, man. Jeez. Sounds cooler inside. Whoops, hey, I can't steer inside. Let's see, slow slung cars, it's so hard to see stuff. Oh man, this track. I wonder if this track looks much cooler in PS5. Uh-oh, a tunnel. Oh, we got some shadow artifacting. Hey, my eyes adjusted. Sorta. Can't even see. Oh, maybe way back there. Oh, you got space telescopes? I mean, what the heck? It's a grand tour of weird America. Radio telescope array. Ah, are we sending... Is my car going to get in a signal to Alpha Centauri? Hi, everybody. Oh, sheesh. Kind of an awkward bank curvature to the track. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, son. So should be close to the finish. Well, I guess it must be past the tunnel because I don't remember going through a tunnel at first. Oh, this one's short. Oh yeah, this is where it started. Okay. Oh god. Cool race, guys. I mean, I guess that track is basically just for finding your top flat speed. Yeah, that wasn't worth much. I got a roulette ticket for the daily workout because it was such a long, boring race. Well, look how cool my dark driver looks now. That's a cute little American car. Got a big rear end. That's how we like them in America. Look at this backside. Gotta get that huge logo on there. Gotta get all 4 tailpipes. Gotta get the weird banks of tail lights with fangs. Okay. Now, can I... There's 1 or 2 more races. Can I just win them with this same car? Just 1? Daytona. Oh, this is a weird Daytona road course. 89 Corvette. Now, see, that's back when we had a little more elegance in our American cars, not the huge rear end. These days, all we got is the junk in the trunk. Well, that was 14, maybe. They've gotten sleeker since then. I keep thinking 14's pretty recent, but, you know, now it's 8 years ago, man. It's old school. I'm old school. Just because I'm old. Oh, I'm hitting the... my last car was a 2001 Camry. Where is this track? I can't see anything in this low cockpit. Oh my gosh. I should probably switch to the overhead view or something. Hang on, let's see if we can... okay, that's where you turn. I don't like the... What? Anyway, I want to get rid of the ghost for the next ghost thing, but, dang it. I mean... It doesn't really move much, does it? Wait. From the default to... I guess it's because the cockpit's so low. I think it's shoving my maximum height down, basically. My big dome helmet has to fit in here. Jeez. Well, I don't think I'm going to be... Well, I wonder if all the, like... You know, actual race cars are going to be like this. Oh man, this thing is... Oh jeez. Yeah, unfortunately it's not great at steering. Oh god. I cannot see. I'm too low down. God, you just can't... I can't even see over my windshield wipers. No. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I am gonna have to try the other view. Oh, this is gonna be weird. At least I can like see this coming up. Oh man, the swerving. Listen to this baby purr. But It steers like suck. Oh god, the oversteer. Hello. Oh man, I'm gonna get motion sick in this view. Well, I passed a Ford Focus. Hey, and then almost lost it. Okay, I'm gonna have to make up time. It's 4 laps. Gosh dang it. And this is the stupid American part of the race that I can crush on in this. Hello. Oh, are we going over here anyway? Okay. Oh, am I just taking a shortcut here? I guess that kind of worked out. That was weird. Yeah, that was real good racing. I hate this track. I don't like this car a whole lot. This track would be easier in a car where I could see. Well. Oh, thanks. Wow, that's the first time I've had that happen. I lost it so bad it just reset me. I wonder if I took a time hit there or something. I don't think so. Ah, God. Mommy. That was kind of a drift. This is really painful. God, car, come on. Why do they swing out that far there? Sure didn't help him. Well, I slammed into that guy on that last turn in like 200 miles per hour. Will I do it again? If he hadn't been there, I would have been totally... Okay, here it is again. Ah. Oh, you can't cut that. Although it sent me right back at the exit. I'm in 3rd place. Why don't I just... I wonder if I had gotten by that barrier, if I could have just cruised over that grass. Man, I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry, but this course is stupid. You just put a barrier clear across the road and you can't even see it because everything's just so low and boring. Here comes another thing, huh? Oh, I shifted down to 1st. That was a mistake. Yeah, I'm real good. Oh, come on. Two more laps. Oh, that wasn't the turn. This is the turn. Oh, I'm losing it. I can't handle this track. Feels like an airplane runway. Oh, I can't handle this car. Oh, shoot. And there's little roads all over the... it's a good thing the other cars suck, too. Comedy of idiocy by me. I'm only in as high as I am because, okay, I'm going to try to cruise right by... It reset me, I thought it would. Oh, and it sent me back this time. Oh, shoot. So that was funny. I must have just hit the barrier just right, and it stuck me past it. That was weird, man. If I could do that every time, I'd have a little cheat going on. I mean, it wasn't great, but maybe they'll see that and have to fix that in a special update. Take the servers down. Okay, where's the next disaster? Here it is. What the... Oh, God, I can't see the... Oh... I'm sorry, this is the worst race ever. Oh, I can't even take a recovery turn. I can't even straighten out. Oh, car. Maybe a cop will come and pull me over for not having license plates. And I'll be like, yeah, just put me in jail. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna blow it. Oh, I blew it. Oh, don't make me do this again, please. Oh no, I can get him. Oh, don't make me do this race again. Where's it go? Where's the road go? There it is. It kind of worked. Man, I can't even see from this view. I mean, yeah, let's just have a unmarked, no signs or... it's just a gray track through a green field. Thank goodness. Oh, my tires are on. My brakes are on fire. I mean, not really. They're just glowing. Well, that was terrible. I got the... Okay, good. Thank goodness. Get me out of here. Well, did I get all the Chevys? Did I only have to do one of those Ford races? I guess wow. Thank goodness. Well, that car, what a disaster. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for today. I'm glad I got this junk out of the way. Yeah. Good. Yeah, tell me the story about Davey Chevrolet. I'm sure that isn't the name. I should probably read a little of the story. Who's the guy? Yeah. 1911, okay. Louis Chevrolet. Alright, I was close. Classic 6. Look at that thing. It's a pretty sweet convertible groove top thing. That's pretty sweet. Is that in this game? Tell me you got a 53 Corvette here. Why wouldn't they? They showed it. A tiny photo. The menu book. Get a wide body American car. Is that? Yeah, I have to go. Oh. Would I have to race it? Oh no. See. Oh. Now, the cost-effective thing to do would just be to keep the Ford and do the wide body on the GT here. The Corvette. Lower PPs. Wow. Is it that heavy? Yikes. I guess I'll stick with the GT even though I can't drive the gosh darn thing. Maybe if I widen it, it'll help. I'm not going to do the race. I got to go to bed, but I guess I'll do the widening. Is it here? No, it's here? It's going to be a major operation. You can get in, can I get a, they throw in a car wash and an oil change for free? 50,000. I got to pay for this with my own blood money that Kazunori gave me. What is that? 2% of the money Kazunori gave me? I don't know what. I can't do math. Wait. 10% would be 100,000. So I can't do it. I mean, I don't know. Is it different? It just widens the rear tires, right? Cause all custom parts that fitted on the outside of the car to be removed. But I can still keep my tires, right? And the brakes. So I think it just widens, yeah, the back. Puts even a fatter rear end on. That's real Americanizing. Oh, I lose my little tail light. How am I supposed to, how are people on the side going to know I'm turning? It's not safe. What's with that, you know, the little seam above the bumper looks like the bumper's falling off. Oh, well. All right. So what do we go? We go from width. What doesn't show me what the difference is? It lowers my PPs by 2, almost 3. That blows. Okay. Oh yeah, give me those gross stretching sounds. Yeah, is that how it's done? They were pulling on the front, but I thought it didn't widen the front. The little L's just stretched it out. Well, it would be amazing if it actually handled better now, but I guess that's unlikely. What's the point of the wide body? It's just so you look fatter and cooler. Well, I guess Luca will be happy, that weirdo. I had to spend 50,000 of my own money for this, Luca. Oh my gosh. Now it's got to like 3D print the car to the server or something. Yeah. I love how it makes you do the wide body on an American car. I mean, if you're going to have to do it on anything, that's the thing to do it on. Yeah, I definitely earned it. You like him with a big rear end, don't you, Luca? Yeah. You know I can change my wheels. Are you gonna give me a menu book for changing my wheels? That would be sweet. Oh jeez. I'm not gonna talk to that freak Chris. World Circuits, finishing his circuits. Alright. Oh, multiple? Oh. Thanks. Oh. America. Yeah, America, baby. Where's the trucks? Oh, boy. Hey, was that a Ford? I want my 53, wait, was it Corvette or Camaro? Whichever it was. I want one of those. Oh, look at that weird frame rate. Yeah. I'm on book 29. Oh, dang, I guess I'm 3/4 of the way through this thing, maybe. I hope. Alright, well, I got stuff in here now. I gotta go to bed, man. What are they doing to me? Oh, I got my roulette spin for the daily workout. I got more gifts. Where did I get the 4-star? For completing a menu, I got 4-star roulette ticket? Wow. So what's the minimum reward? And how fast will it give it to me? We got an engine, we got a tiny little stack of money, we got a weird part, and we got, what is that Porsche thing? I got the tiniest stack of money. Yeah, 4-star roulette ticket gets me, what was that, 5,000? Let's see, 5,000. I mean, on a smaller roulette ticket, the smallest stack would only have been worth like 2,000, so I guess I should count myself lucky. Here we can see. Yeah, give me the tiny one. People on GT Planet were talking about this. How you just daily and so. Oh no, there's just a pile of loose change. Give me the loose change. Loose change. Loose change. Yeah! How lucky is that? No, people were saying, yeah, you just get the minimum one. Like every time. 2,000, baby. So that was good. I mean, why? You're just rubbing the player's nose in it every day. Look at all this stuff that you're not going to win, even though we'll pretend that you're going to win it for a second, even though we all know you're not. I mean, once in a while you do, but it's so lame. I'm just curious. America. Also, Dodge is separate from Chevy. I don't know. Auburn Hills, Michigan, 1914. John Francis Dodge, Horace Elgin Dodge. Oh. So that's 3 years after Chevy. Channel, what is that? Official site, wow. Do they have Dodge Ram trucks? No. Maybe Ram is separate on a separate thing? Look at these things. Oh yeah, the Tomahawks, they had those in sport, of course. Sleek. Those were fun to drive in sport. Just like science fiction, man. Got your pimped out Vipers. Wait, so this is grade 3. Oh. This is grade 4. Safety. Yeah, no Ram. Got Tesla? Oh no. Don't make me buy a Tesla. Oh, wow. How much did Elon pay to get that in here? I guess they aren't going to make me get that. That's awesome. So wait, so Chevy. Well, actually, I mean, they could still have, because the stuff in the showroom is not all of the stuff in the game. No Chevy trucks. All these tough guy cars. That's a nice looking thing. Eesh. Well, DMC. All right, well that is it. I guess I'll have to race this wide body Ford GT06 in some kind of probably triple race thing. That's gonna suck. I was just thinking, but it's probably got to be a road car. Just thinking I could buy one of those like GT grade 3 cars or something. Yeah. Like maybe there's used trucks. Oh, last time I looked, there were no used trucks. A used Lambo, 340,000. I don't. Is that a good deal? I don't know. I guess it is, because look at this. You get a set. If you really want a Murcielago, I don't really. And like, got a Maserati 08 for 136. Dang. I love the background for the used thing. It looks so real, man. A Volkswagen Golf GTI 83 for only 48,000. What a bargain. 69 Corvette. There you go. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. I suppose there must be a bunch of cars that you can look at that baby. Now we're talking. 78 Firebird? Yeah. That's what I want for this race. I can just go in with my super pimped out Firebird. It would probably steer like heck. Yeah, I don't want to just waste the money, but that's kind of tempting. No, I can't do that. That would never work. Oh, that'd be pimp. Someday when I'm rich, I'll have to pimp out a Trans Am. I wonder if you can wide body a Firebird. Oh, heck, let's do it. I'm not going to wide body. Wide bodying sucks. It's only got 11,000 miles on it, for Pete's sake. Yeah, baby. Look at that 78 brown with the gold hubcaps. Yeah, get in the car. Trans Am, baby. Oh, this is going to be a total failure. Yeah, see, the racing brakes for this thing are only 5,000. That's how they get you. On the pricier cars, they ratchet everything up. So, I mean, this thing is way underpowered. I'm at 530 pp's now. But like, oh, look at the weight on this thing. What if I do stage 4? I can't do stage 4. I guess I have to do the previous ones, huh? Racing clutch. That doesn't sound so useful. Hey. Peak power, okay. No. Well, that sounds cool. So now... Okay. Wait, maximize turbocharger, supercharger tuning. I'm not going to tune it. Or maybe I'm not going to do that. Polish parts. It's kind of expensive. Dang, man. Whatever, we're doing it. Kazunori gave us some money. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I went out. Oh, there's more stuff to do. I'm doing this in the wrong order, though. I could end up, like, overwriting something. No way, you can't. Can you? Can you? No, I don't want to customize things. Raising crankshaft, yeah. Higher peak power, that sounds good. So, what was the thing I got? I got a supercharger. Also, there's a low-end supercharger. Can you have both? Probably not, huh? Did I get the suspension? Oh, that was customized. Oh, I hit the back. I hate that. I'm so bad at that. Arg. Okay, so get the... I don't want height adjustable, actually, no. I want customizable, don't want customizable. I can get this, I can get that. Wait, was there a rigidity here? No. This does not increase my PP. It's the third step. Do I have to do the previous ones first? I guess it's going to tell me, isn't it? Yeah, okay. This doesn't increase. It increases my PP by 0.01. Aerodynamic efficiency? Really? That's what it is? Okay, we don't need that. All right, let's do weight reduction. Look at that. There you go. Down to 3,200. Down to 2,800. Down to 2,600. Slim down my Trans Am. Okay. So I didn't get that suspension, did I? No. So we'll get this suspension. Get these. Oh. Nah. Did I get a clutch and flywheel? Oh, that I guess I must have. What? I don't know what that means. That sounds cool. I don't know, let's do it. That lowers my PP. So what is that? I must have got something. Okay, I don't want that. Did I get a computer? No. computer. I got an air filter, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess that's it. So now I'm up to 668 pp's in my Trans Am, baby. 422 HP. Yeah. Shag carpet brown. This is the color of the carpet in my first apartment. That was much later than 78, but I think the carpet might have... No, the carpet couldn't have been that old. But it was living the days. All right, well, I'm going to try this out next time. It's probably going to be a disaster. Well, thanks for watching, and more soon to come in my bitchin' Trans Am 78, I hope. We'll see. Anyway, see you later. Good night.